It is 12 p.m. and we are here live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this month's live webinar. My name is Eric. I am with the HR Source, and I have someone very, very, very special here today. So he is the author of 5 books, yes, 5 books, including the best-selling business book, The 10 Lenses, by which he tackles national identity, diversity, inclusion, oppression, justice, and equal opportunity, just to name a few. He has studied political science and sociology and has his master's in organizational psychology from American University. Over the years, he has consulted on a broad range of identity issues for clients such as Exxon, the CIA, Microsoft, Harvard Med, the Marriott, the FDA, AT&T, the Department of Defense. That's a mouthful. He is the founder of Williams Identity Post and Win Insights. The HR Source and Win Insights have partnered up to bring you all one of his amazing tools on diversity and inclusion in the workplace, and this is called Play, Learn, Win. And we are going to talk about that today. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mr. Mark Williams. So,
hello, Eric. Happy to be here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your busy schedule to actually be here with us. It really does mean a lot that you're out here. And yeah, so we'll just hop right in. All right. So tell us about Play, Learn, Win. What did you set out to accomplish when you created this tool?
I wanted to create something that was continuous and formal, timely, fun, and engaging. We have a very deep library of training modules and Win Insights, which is our learning management system. As you know, we can deploy those through traditional web-based learning or live and in classroom. But what we saw the need for was a tool that could take our content and place it in a micro-learning environment so that employees and learners could get quick hits, especially around timely topics and especially to promote a more cohesive, informal environment, especially on teams. Most of the conversations and interactions in the workplace are informal. So we devised an informal tool that would keep learners playing and hopefully winning. That's what we set out to do.
There you go. So this is actually a very unique tool, and I had the opportunity to play it, and it actually forces you to make quick decisions. So was that on purpose?
Yes, keep people engaged again, and to heighten the sense of competitiveness. Ideally, the way the tool will work is organizations will provide incentives for the teams that win and for individuals that win. I think that speaks to the generations that are coming after the boomers, who are very personal device oriented. They understand how to use apps, and they understand how to have learning occur in very short periods of time.
Okay. So you actually spoke about the competitiveness, right? I actually saw myself getting into the game because you're going against other people. So what is the actual significance of the competition aspect of the game?
Pride, especially team pride. When you have teams playing against each other, it increases the motivation and increases the engagement.
Awesome. Now, organizations are going to be using this tool. So where do you see organizations, let's say a generation from now, when they use your particular diversity and inclusion tools?
Well, hopefully people are much more comfortable talking about challenging conversations and difficult conversations. There's a lot of tiptoeing going around in today's environment related to sensitive issues like race, gender, social class. Our first one was on talking politics in the workplace, because it's just impossible to imagine that people can avoid that topic That's an example of a generation from now. We hope that people are more comfortable, at ease, sensitive, and better skilled at engaging and challenging conversations.
Okay. So one other thing, right? So I know that we'll definitely be able to get there with a lot of hard work and people like you making a real difference in how they think about other. So what advice would you give organizations today who are struggling to maintain diversity once they have a diverse staff?
Well, as you know, having the diverse quote unquote staff does not solve all the problems, get you in, but we tend to work around 4 B's. You've got to honor the basic spirit and intent of civil rights laws. You've got to remove barriers for that diverse staff. So if some people are experiencing challenges moving through the organizational culture, you have to work there. Then there's a piece around leveraging all of these people for business success. And that's where a tool like Play, Learn, Win can come in and helping to establish the environment and the climate so that it promotes inclusivity. And then the last piece of that is with this diverse staff, you have to maintain your brand. As you know, just look at the news today, Starbucks. That was a challenge with their brand now. They have an identity issue. They treated customers in a biased way, and now the entire country is paying attention to them. So having the diverse staff is one thing. Having that staff understand how to interact with each other and customers or clients or stakeholders, that's something entirely different.
Absolutely. Wow. Okay. So we have a couple of questions who actually going to forward the live chat. So one of them is from Jessica, and she wants to know, why did you choose diversity as your focus?
In my career?
In your career.
I have a master's in organizational psychology, and I had an opportunity early on in my career to guide Marriott International through their diversity and inclusion programming, the very first programming they did. I did it as an assignment. I didn't think it would end up being a career, and it shifted from a career to a mission. So it's the values and principles of inclusivity, diversity, civil rights, fairness, justice. Those are now in my bones, a part of my spirit. So I see everything I do now as mission oriented.
And, you know, I had a few short conversations with you over like the past week, and I really know definitely passionate about this. So, you know, he doesn't really just speak it, but he lives, you know, his daily life very passionate about this particular topic, and it shows in your work. So
thank you.
Put that out there. Absolutely. And we have one more question from Lewis. So Lewis is in Washington, D.C. And was there a time when being a minority helped you in your career? I thought that was an interesting question, but yeah.
Well, that's a great question, and it can be answered from multiple perspectives. I think one perspective is, did it help me get employment? Did it help provide opportunities? I would say certainly there was a time that being a person of color did that for me. More in the 90s and up to the 2000s, our companies seemed to be more deeply invested in this issue. I would say the other way it helped me is when I do work and when I interact in the community, my perspective helps me. It helps me provide contributions that other people may miss. I have a point of view, I have a take on life. And it's not just because I'm a minority, because that's not how I define my whole self. That's a part of who I am. But being a person of color, along with all of the other aspects of who I am, I'm adopted, I'm a father, I'm a composer, I'm involved in my community. All of these aspects are part of who I am. And so they blend together, and I'm a whole person. Now, it would be easier for me to talk about times when being a person of color hurt, or I felt disadvantaged in some way. That's true also.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you are a Renaissance man. All right, so thank you so much for that. We really do appreciate it. Even like digging deep within like your history and your past, things like that, and getting very personal on this live chat about one of the tools that you created, Play, Learn, Win. But you can tell that it means so much to you, and that it's really not just a tool you created just to create it, but from your life experiences, this tool was created. So thank you again for being here, and thank you for joining us. This is actually not the end of the conversation, but the beginning. So we really want to know, like, what are your thoughts, and how can diversity and inclusion help your company? And we would really love for you all to write your comments below. And of course, this will be up right after. So we have something special for everyone out there. But we're going to give you a free demo of Play, Learn, Win, and that will also be in the description below, immediately following this live webinar. So click on it, have fun. We will definitely see you all soon. The HR Source and Mark Williams with Win Insights. We're going to go ahead and say goodbye right now, but we will see you soon. Thank you. Thank you.